Are you serious? Are you serious? Another one? We lost another one. I just found out that Jerry Lewis died. He died at the age of 91. Right after Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory died yesterday. Jerry Lewis died today. Are you serious? Man. Really? I mean, I know he's 91 years old. I know that. I mean, geez, that's just like one after the other. Like, okay, like, can death slow down a little bit? Can we take a time to recuperate from the last departure? That gonna bring us Jerry Lewis? Anyway, Jerry Lewis is one of my favorite comedians. He was the original Buddy Love. He was the original Nutty Professor. The Nutty Professor movie from Eddie Murphy. The original movie was played. The real main character was actually played by Jerry Lewis, Buddy Love. Same story. He wasn't a doctor or anything, but still, the original one. He was the original Buddy Love. He was one of the pioneers of the physical comedy. You know how I say how Dick Gregory was one of the pioneers of that political comedy? Jerry Lewis was one of the pioneers of the physical comedy, meaning he used his entire body to bring the comedy home. You know, he gave birth to the John Richters, the Jim Carreys, Steve Martin, all of them. Like, Jerry Lewis was the pioneer of that. Man. I found on the same way I found about Dick Gregory. The exact same way I found about Dick Gregory. I was on my timeline on Instagram. Same way from Dick Gregory. On my timeline on Instagram, as soon as I scroll up, first thing I see is, rest in peace, Jerry Lewis. I said, huh? I said, hold up, man. Like, come on, man. This can't be, come on, not another one. So I went to the other social media sites, checked all them. Then I went to the main, the sites like on Google and all this stuff, things on there. I typed in Jerry Lewis. As soon as I typed in Jerry Lewis, the first thing I see is Jerry Lewis passed away at age 91. So, man, really? Man, hold on, man. This is crazy, man. Like I said, I'm not. He's 91 years old. He lived a long life. No issue with that. But, man, Jerry Lewis, though, like, one after another, that's really getting me. It's just like one after another. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it. Like, yeah, he had the Jerry Lewis. I remember being a kid and watching the Jerry Lewis telethon. I remember seeing that. I remember the Jerry Lewis telethon. See him all the time with the people, or people like the little seats and stuff like that stacked up, and be on the phones and stuff. The person, yeah, I remember seeing that. Let me see if it say passed away. Yep, Nutty Professor, Bellboy, all that stuff. Let's see. Yep. He used to hang around with Dean Martin and them. Yeah, the Rat Pack. I'm saying it's like I was actually there and stuff. I know I wasn't. But I remember seeing old footage when they had the Dean Martin roast, which were hilarious, by the way. Absolutely hilarious. They had all the great comedians at the time: Richard Pryor, Don Rickles, the Rat Pack, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, all them. Jerry Lewis would be there. Man. Damn, yep. Rockabye Baby, the Bellboy, Nutty Professor. I remember the two I remember the most is the Bellboy, and I definitely remember Nutty Professor. I knew about Jerry Lewis Nutty Professor before before Eddie Murphy made his Nutty Professor. I saw Jerry Lewis Nutty Professor before Eddie Murphy made his. So when Eddie Murphy made his, I already knew where it came from. But yeah, Buddy Love. My name Buddy Love. And he was singing in the little club and stuff. Yeah, I remember that. Man, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, as I said before with Dick Gregory, my condolences go out to his family, his friends, all those who knew him. You know, another pioneer, gone. Man, he was one of the pioneers of that physical comedy, where he didn't mind like with a pie in the face, so he'll do a flip and fall or hurt himself some kind of way, all for the sake of the comedy. He actually would just literally lay out his body with for the comedy. And like I said, the two best examples I can think of is John Ricker and Jim Carrey. Those two examples I see greatly that were influenced by Jerry Lewis. Like the singing and dancing. Like he would just do comedy. He would sing, he would dance, do comedy at the same time. That's the thing. He would do those three things at the same time. He would singing, dancing, and comedy at the same time. Like he'll tell a joke in the middle of the joke, start singing, and all of a sudden he'll fall somewhere and flip over something, get up, sing again, dance, all in the comedy and his facial expressions. Like he was known for his facial expressions and his voice. A lady, that's him. If you look at them old cartoons, you hear somebody say, "Hey, lady," that's Jerry Lewis. And you would look at his face with the bug out eyes and the over exaggerated, fixture of his mouth or something like that, and his body will just become like an entire part of the joke. His jokes weren't just about words. His jokes were his actual body was the joke. His actual body, his facial expressions, his mannerisms, they were the joke. So what he would do is he would tell a joke, but the punchline would be what his body did. His body was the punchline. He told a joke, but his body was the punchline. That's the best way to express it. So, like we saying, if you look at him when he sang on Nutty Professor, that old black magic, look at his face when he sings that old black magic. He doesn't just sing the words. He doesn't sing them. His facial expressions over accentuate the words of the song. That old black magic, that stuff like that. I know I probably look really weird doing that, but still. That's how we look when he sang that song. That old black magic called love, and look at his face. It was hilarious, and I laughed really hard with him. Like if you wanted to release from the day-to-day stuff, you just want to just flat out laugh, like just crack up laughing at just humor, or just someone just acting out. Jerry Lewis was the one you look to for that. So, man, I'm afraid to see what's going to happen tomorrow. Yesterday was Dick Gregory. Today is Jerry Lewis. I'm afraid what's going to happen tomorrow. For real, I'm afraid, because I don't want this to be a theme going on where great comedians just start dropping left and right. Just death. Could you please ease up? Can you give us a break to recuperate? You already took two legends. Can you give us a break? Can you give us a little hiatus to let us recoup our brains to process what just happened yesterday? Now we got to process what happened today. Can you give us a minute? Can you give us a few moments, please? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Please, thank you. Thank you. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. Jerry Lewis, thank you very much for making us all laugh and being the humor. Thank you for being the humor to make us laugh. Appreciate your legacy. Thank you for watching this video. Catch you all later. Peace.